Good morning, everybody. Um, this video is long overdue, but it's the perfect timing for the video because today we are going to sit here and talk about becoming a flight attendant. Um, a lot of people say they want to become a flight attendant and they see our jobs from the outside looking in. And don't get me wrong, I love my job, absolutely love my job, but this is to have a real conversation really quick to let you know the real behind it. Because I think some people come into this job on some, oh, I get to travel the world while making money, while doing it. I get to fly for free. And yes, those things are true, but there are also other things that go along with this job as well. And I don't think people really understand that and plan for that. And then when it happens to them, they're just kind of like, oh, dang, and complain about the job, complain about certain things that happen along with the job. And I'm like, you didn't research this job before you took the job. But so we're going to get into it and talk about a couple of things really quick. I have my little board of the good and the questionable because it's not bad. Like I said, I love my job, but it's the things that we're going to talk about today just so you can know and have a comparison and really sit back and think to yourself, like, is this job for me? So let's start with the good really quick so we can get past those. The pay. Before, right now I work for a legacy carrier, a mainline. They call it mainline. My dog is over there living his best life. Right now I work for a mainline, a legacy carrier. You know, there are a couple of legacy carriers. Before I was working for mainline, I worked at a regional. The two biggest differences is the pay. One is the pay. Two is bigger planes and you go more places. I swear I make double the amount of what I made at regional. So I love it. It's good for me. Like, it's good. And then there's so many different ways. That's a whole nother video to break down the actual pay of a flight attendant because there's so many different ways to do it. It's a whole lesson. But there's a lot of ways to make money as a flight attendant. So it's wonderful, depending on which company you work for too. But the company that I work for, it is so many different ways to make money depending on how you fly, what you fly. So it's great. Layovers. I have had some really great layovers. Really fun, different places that I haven't been, places that I have been, but it gave me the chance to stay at a hotel for free. Nice hotel. Explore the city that I'm staying in, explore food options. It may be someplace that has a beach or maybe someplace that's warm and has a pool because I like warm weather. So the layovers is a wonderful thing because you may get there early enough that you actually have the rest of your day to actually go explore. Now, mind you, you may have some places where you don't particularly care for that city or particularly care for that layover, but I feel like it's all about what you make it. If you do want to go explore the city or go somewhere, that's perfectly fine. If you want to be a slam clicker, we call them slam clickers. People who get to their layover, get to their room, slam and click. You slam the door, you turn that lock and click, and you don't come out. And that's perfectly fine too. Enjoy it. And there's some days that I am like that because I need some rest. I've been working a lot and I'm tired. So there's some days where I just want to get into my room, take a shower, relax, watch some TV, and get some peace and quiet. That's perfectly fine. Do what you do. The experiences. Okay, so going into with the layovers, you get to experience different places. You get to experience different people. You never know who you might meet on the plane. You never know who you might fly with. You may become the best of friends. You may say, hey, I never want to fly with this person again. Cool, but life experiences are priceless. And so that is one thing that I will say about my job. Recently, on the last trip that I had this cute little girl. She was 1.5 years old, and she was just talking to me the whole flight, like, come sit down with me. And it just warmed my heart. I was like, oh, she's so cute. So, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to interact with. You never know where you're going to go. Honestly, because you may think you're going somewhere and then you might get rerouted and go somewhere else. Don't ever plan nothing for your layover. That's something else that I have learned time and time again. And then I still sometimes try to plan something and then it never fails. I get rerouted. So the experiences have been wonderful. Love it. The benefits. Now, I will say that I have a 401k. I have health insurance, dental insurance. I have short-term disability, long-term disability. I have flight benefits. I have a list that I can add. I don't have children yet, but when I do have children, I have a list that I can put my children on my flight benefits. My husband is on my flight benefits. My mom is on my flight benefits. So when it comes to the benefits for me, I love it. I love it. My previous occupation, I did not have any benefits. You would have to actually, through a company, you would have to actually go out and purchase your own health insurance, purchase your own dental insurance. So even though I still pay for it, it comes out of my check. So it's not really hurting me, because I'm not seeing it really. It's just coming out the check. So for me, and like I said, this is all about for you. If it's the type of lifestyle that you want, the benefits are great. Absolutely love my benefits. The next thing that I have on the good part is the lifestyle. Now, lifestyle is on my good list and it's on the questionable list because, like I said, it depends on you as a person if this is the type of lifestyle that you want and you can see yourself living. So we're going to save that one and go back to that one when I get to it on the questionable list. So let's go to the questionable list, which are things that you need to really think about before taking this job. And then you're sitting here like disappointed, like, well, dang, I didn't know this. No, because I told you. So don't say you didn't know because I told you. The weekends. What are those? Like, what are those? I do not know what the weekends are anymore. I really don't because literally I'm at work. I am at work every single weekend. I may get like a Friday off, but please believe Saturday, Sunday, and Monday I'm at work. Please believe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'm on call, which we call them A days. Some companies call them reserve. We have A days, 6 days out of the month, and you can either do 3 and 3, 3 1 week, 3 2 weeks later, whatever, or you can do a stretch of 6 where you're on call for 6 days straight. Thank you so much. Yes, I have. I wear my ring all the time. I wear my ring at work all the time. Now, I will post this video on my Facebook page, my Pretty Fly Michelle Facebook page. My dog is living his best life over here. But I'm also going to make sure it's uploaded on my YouTube. So I don't know if you will be able, everybody to go back and watch this, if you're going to be able to see her comment. Have you ever met any celebrities and do you get hit on being married? How do you reject them kindly? Yes, I have met a lot of celebrities, a lot of Instagram famous people. That's what you want to call them. I will never forget. I had Offset. If you don't know who Offset is, he's a rapper in the group called the Migos. I had Offset on my plane one day, and I really did not know who this guy was. Like, especially with COVID going on, everybody has to wear a mask. And so he had on his hoodie, a hat, his mask, and shades. So I had no idea who this person was. I knew it was somebody because with my airline, the way that we have a work phone that gives us our manifest that lets us know who's on our flight. And it had a star beside it, which is known as a VIP. So that means that person actually gets picked up plane side. Like they don't have to go and walk through the airport. They get picked up plane side to the plane. So I'm like, who is this person? You know what I'm saying? Like, had no idea at all. One of my crew members, hey, chill out. Thank you. One of my crew members had to tell me, like, girl, that was Offset. I'm like, for real? Like, didn't even know at all. And his friend that was with him was sitting here trying to, I guess, tell me or show me his Instagram. I don't know, but I don't know. Like, I be nice and I be professional. and I keep it moving. Like, I've had older guys see him, you're so beautiful. Thank you so much, honey. And keep it moving. Like, I don't have time. But yes, it does happen. And you just have to be professional, smile, take the compliments, and keep it moving. But thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, one thing that I don't think a lot of people realize, and this is something that my husband, we've been together before I was even a flight attendant. So he's been down for the long haul and has went through this whole transition with me as far as and he has a 9 to 5 that he works Monday through Friday, and he's off Saturday and Sunday. And so most of the time I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm at work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So our schedules are completely different. I've missed birthdays, I've missed holidays. I've definitely missed some holidays because I'm very junior in my company. I've only been with the company that I'm at now for 1.5 years. So I'm very, very junior, and I'm based in Atlanta. And Atlanta is a very senior base for my company. We got people that's been working, swear they've been working there for like 50 years and they ain't going nowhere. So yeah, I'm gonna be working weekends for life. Not for life, but for a while, for a good while. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Can you be cool with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand what you're getting yourself into and let go of certain expectations. Like, I already know I ain't getting no weekend off. If it happens, then be happy, be surprised. When July 4th, I had the pleasure of having July 4th off because I forced it off. We have a rule. It's a federal rule where for every 6 days that you're at work, you have to have 3 days off. And so how July 4th fell, it's the beginning of the month. And so the end of June, I stacked my schedule up and picked up more trips. So I was working the rest of June, 6 days straight. And so it made the system give me the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th off. And so that was the only way that I was able to actually do that. But that doesn't really happen often because, it would have to be that beginning of the month for a holiday to come. And a lot of holidays aren't in the beginning of the month. So yeah, I work every holiday. I work every weekend. I can show you my schedule right now for next month, every single weekend. But I knew that before I signed up for this job. And, as I gain more seniority and as they are getting ready to start hiring, I will have a little bit more flexibility with my schedule. I'm still going to have to work weekends, but I may get better trips. I may get things like, which I'm actually surprised. This weekend, I have a layover that starts on Friday. A layover is when you take the last flight out that night and the very first flight that next morning. So your rest is very short period of time, but I literally don't have to be to work Friday until that evening. And then I come back that Saturday morning, and then I'll have the rest of my Saturday off. So I don't know how that happened. I don't know how in the world that happened and it got on my schedule. But however it happened, thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you, scheduling. Appreciate you because I'm definitely going to enjoy it. But I definitely have to go right back to work that Sunday. So I can't, wild out like crazy. The next one is friends. You better have some good friends. Luckily, I have good friends. We're all grown. We all got different lifestyles going on. Some of my friends are married. Some of my friends are single, but they have other jobs. Some of my friends have children. So we all have our different lives going on. And I have 2 friends in particularly who have 9 to 5s during the week, and then they're off on the weekends. I don't ever get to see them. For real, I really don't. I don't ever get to see them, but they understand. And whenever we do get to see each other and hang out, it's like we ain't never missed a beat. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks sometimes because they be like, yeah, let's go out. And I may be off, but a lot of the times I'll have like 3 days off. So, at least them first that first day, of course, I want to spend it with my husband. I want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I'm spending time with my husband, and all that. And then I might be tired and I might just want to catch up on some sleep. So it's very hard to just, you know what I'm saying, always hang out with my homegirls because I am married. So I have a life at home that I want to make sure, you know, I'm not neglecting my husband. I want to make sure that we spend time together when I'm off. I want to catch up on my sleep. The day before I go out on a trip, I try to meal prep my food. So it's difficult, you know what I'm saying? But it's possible. It is definitely possible to slide that in there and, you know, meet up with your girls for lunch, brunch, dinner, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely possible, but there has been plenty of times when my homegirls, they go to concerts, they go out to parties, and I can't go because I gotta work. But like I said, whenever I do have the opportunity of actually meeting up with them and going out and hanging out, like I had a big cookout at my house for July 4th, and my friends came over and we had a good time. And so it's times like that that you know what I'm saying, it's like, you know, okay. So the next one I have on questionable are events. Just like I said, like my friends have been to concerts, everything, and I can't go because I gotta work on the weekends. The Weekend, the artist, has, and I love him. If you don't know me, I love The Weekend. He has a concert coming up next year, and so his tickets have already been on sale, and I cannot buy the tickets because, and I want to so bad, but I can't buy the tickets because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have that day off or not. Like I can put in for it off, but there's no guarantee I'm gonna get it. Then I'm gonna be mad if I have to sit here and try to resell my tickets. Like I'm just gonna be mad. So it's kind of hard to plan for events, but like I said, you can put in to have it off. You could try to pre-plot an off day, and it's possible because I've gotten days off before that I needed. I haven't gotten a lot of days off that I needed before. So it's just like I said, I'm junior. I'm real junior in the company. Now, once I get more seniority, it'll be easier for me to get them certain days off. But the flight attendant industry is very much about seniority. You know, when you've been working at the company for 15 years, you can basically get whatever schedule you want. And so it's very much a seniority thing. And I get it. You know, you have to understand that going into the job, that when you are new, you are at the company's hands. Whatever the company wants you to do, that's what you're going to have to do. Now, layovers. Now, I know I had layovers on the good, but let's talk about the questionable. And I think I covered about the questionable when I talked about layovers, about you may have some place that you ain't never been before, ain't never heard of, and you don't want to hear of it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, and period with life, it's what you make it. It's what you put into it. You know, you can look up a place and figure out what they are known for there, what they got going on, and just go explore. Go to a bar, you know, a local bar, and get something to drink, mingle with the locals. There's plenty of times that I, of course, be safe, but especially as a female. But there's plenty of times when I go out to eat by myself. My crew may not want to go out. They may want to get some rest, and I'll just venture off and go by myself. I always make sure I'm on the phone with somebody back home, let them know, you know, where I'm at, just in case something does happen. But I'll venture off by myself plenty of times and have the best time ever. Okay, so now we're at lifestyle, and I've touched on certain bits and pieces about the lifestyle because, like I said, you're gonna miss holidays, especially being new. You know, once you can get past that new phase, however long that may take you, depending on what base that you're at, once you can get past that, then everything, you know what I'm saying, you may have a better lifestyle, livable lifestyle, depending on what you have going on. You're going to miss birthdays, holidays, weekends, events, parties, but hopefully your support system understands that. Luckily for me, my family and friends, even though it sucks sometimes, they're like, dang, but they understand that, you know, this was definitely communicated with them, especially with my husband. He's been here from the get-go. It's definitely been communicated. He's definitely seen the effects of me not being able to go to something. He's had events that I couldn't go to, But then there was a way that I was able to swap my trip with somebody and was able to get off for an event that he had. And it felt so good being there at the event because normally I'm at work. So the lifestyle part of it is honestly, you have to think to yourself, like, can you give up your weekends? Can you give up not being at every party, not being at every concert, not being at every event that somebody has? Can you deal with that? And do you have a support system that will help you deal with that? Those are things that you really got to talk about with yourself, with if you have a significant other, with your significant other, if you have children, with your immediate family or whoever your um, helps you with taking care of your kids. This is something that you definitely have to talk to them about. I have a homegirl who has a son, and she finesses her schedule so that she can have, her son is very active in school in sports. So she definitely finesses her schedule and swaps with different people so she can have days off to make sure that she's at her son's events. So it's possible, it's very possible, but you have to really think to yourself, like, can I live this lifestyle? Can I deal with this lifestyle? Can I miss certain events and stuff like that? And if you can, then this will be the job for you. Now, another thing that I have on here is about COVID. Everybody know COVID has changed our lives. COVID has changed the lifestyle of a lot of us. When we go out with the mask and people getting vaccinated and people hoarding hand sanitizer and all of that. COVID has definitely changed the industry a lot. It definitely has. Now we wipe everything down like crazy, which I actually love that part. Planes ain't never been cleaner. Wiping everything down, wearing gloves when we're interacting with passengers, wearing our mask. I absolutely love it, honestly, because I feel like we should have been doing this from the get-go. Not so much the mask part, but the gloves and wiping everything down. So it has definitely changed. And we had stopped hiring for a while because nobody was going nowhere. People couldn't go anywhere. So COVID definitely did change everything. But with us finally getting back into a rhythm of things, there's certain parameters that are still in place. We still wipe everything down. So if you're worried about coming into contact with people and, possibly getting COVID, just try to do as much as possible as you can to protect yourself and to protect your loved ones. And I feel like you'll be fine. I know the company that I work for, in particularly, they do a lot to make sure that they keep everything clean. We have hand sanitizers everywhere. I make sure I wipe all my stuff down, honey. When I get on that plane, I take the Lysol wipes that we have on the plane. I wipe down my seats. I wipe down anything that I'm going to touch because I don't like having my gloves on all the time, the whole flight, because my hands get sweaty. So I wipe down anything I'm going to touch in the galley, anything I'm going to touch for real on the plane. I'm wiping it down. Yeah. So I'm keeping myself safe. I have my mask on. I try to take care of myself, taking my vitamins and eat right, work out. So yeah. So I know this actually went over longer than what I wanted it to go, but I just want you guys to get just a little peek into what you're going to get yourself into if you do want to become a flight attendant and get in this lifestyle, because it is a lifestyle change. It definitely is a lifestyle change. But like I said, I love it. I love my job. I love the lifestyle that I have made now because of the job. Me and Bae, we do date nights during the week. It's actually date night tonight. So I hope all of you guys have a blessed day today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will definitely reach out and answer them. I'll either answer them on another live or I'll just go ahead and respond to them in the comments.